If you actually hear some footsteps, I actually think that that's my neighbor above me. So I don't know what's going on, but you know what? It's a live video. There you go. Please, can you stop if you can actually hear me? Hello! So today, we will be exploring some makeup using the Aesthetica Be Bold eyeshadow palette. Yes, I actually got this from the Boxycharm pop-up. I believe I got it for either $10 or $12. And I'm super excited. I haven't tried this brand, but I'm so motivated or so inspired with the theme of this eyeshadow palette, which is Be Bold. So while we do some makeup, I'll also be telling you 9 things about being bold. Yes! So without further ado, let's begin. So I already prepped my eye with the Beauty Crop Stock On You eyeshadow primer. So without further ado, let's begin. And I hope that this eyeshadow will give us some bold colors. Yes! So here she is. Yes, look at that. And to all of you who have actually tried this eyeshadow, please let me know what your experience is. So first, let's actually start with the color black, because you know what? It's been a while since I've done some black smoky eye. And then after this, I'll be telling you the first thing about being bold. Okay, so far, it's actually not as black as how it is on the palette, but it's okay because so far it's doing an okay job. So I really want to extend it a little bit out, further my lower lash line, because we're gonna extend that later, right when we do our smoky lighter liner on our bottom lash line. So there you go. So let me just like tap it a little bit. So the first thing about being bold is, what makes you different is your asset. There's only one like you, yes. Or in other words, you are an original you. So you know what? Doesn't matter if everyone tries to imitate you. There's only one like you. So that for me is an amazing part of being bold, yes. So let's actually proceed to the second color. So for me, I actually think that that's just okay. It's not so black. Let's actually try this color right here. Let's actually try this color. It's like a bit of a dark khaki. And then we're going to apply that right on the inner part of our lids. And then you're just gonna tap it. Okay. So far this is appearing true to its color as how it is in the pan. That's actually pretty good. Let me just tap it again. And the second thing about being bold is being proud of who you are. Yes, being proud of who you are is what's most important. Don't wait for the validation of others. How you see yourself is how the world sees you. Isn't that true? I mean, if I could just give an example as a transgender woman, if I'm not so comfortable about myself, then I feel like I'm making my environment not be comfortable about me. So you know what? I think sometimes really confidence of others within us starts from within ourselves. So if you're confident, other people will be confident about ourselves as well. Yes. On that note, let's actually try this color right here. It's like a nice bright yellow, and I'm going to apply that right on the center. Okay. As I actually see this, it doesn't deposit as much compared to like other shimmery eyeshadows that I've tried. You know what then? Let me actually try to use a makeup brush. So let's see if that's gonna deposit even more. Then let me just like tap it. Okay. So with a brush, this actually performs better. So what I'm gonna do now is, I'm actually gonna wet my fingers just to see if it's gonna be even more shimmery than this. So I'm gonna spray my fingers with some water. And then let me just dip it right here. If you actually hear some footsteps, I actually think that that's my neighbor above me. So I don't know what's going on, but you know what? It's a live video. There you go. Please, can you stop if you can actually hear me? Or please continue stomping later. On that note, the third one in being bold is, don't be afraid. Do you. Don't think of what the world will say. After all, we can't be always living in fear of how others will perceive us. So that's always like a problem with like most people. They don't want to do things, or they don't want to start things just because they're always scared of what other people will say. So if you want to do something, do it now and don't think of what they will say, because whether you do something or not, people will always have something to say anyway. Yes. So on that note, let's actually try this color right here, which is kind of like the green color. Looks like a shimmery royal green, and I'm going to apply that in between the khaki and in between the gold as well. That actually performs really well. Now let's actually try the blue, which is what we're gonna blend next to the black and next to the gold color as well. Oh wow, that's really pretty. What do you guys think? Yes! So far, this is actually performing well, except for the black one. I'm not so happy with the black one so far. So the fourth one is continuously develop what you're naturally good at. Yes, because anything that is natural to you is easier to mold or is easier to hone. Don't do something that's against your heart. You will just get burnt out. I mean, how many times have we actually tried to follow what our parents would want us to do? And then after that, we actually just like stop doing it. That is because it's not really what we want to do. So follow what's in your heart, because at the end of the day, you'll never get tired of it. You will just keep on wanting to do it. Yes. On that note, let's actually do some crease color. So let's actually try this color right here, which is kind of like a medium brown, and then let's actually blend it with the first color right here, which is kind of like warm pinky shimmery brown, if that makes sense. If you can actually, it's actually blending really well. Usually when something is like a medium color, I always like want to like try to like mix it with something that has shimmer, because on that, in that way, the crease will not be so harsh, if it makes sense what I'm saying. Look at that. Look how pretty. Yes. So now the fifth thing is on being bold. Keep on creating, because the more you produce, the more you will discover things about yourself. No one will make things happen for you but yourself. Yes. So if I could just share again, you know, I actually remember that when I actually started doing or my YouTube channel, I mean, I part of me knew where I was going, but part of me was also excited. But I've actually learned along the way that the more I actually did it, the more that I actually discovered new makeup, new brushes, and also with the content that I'm making. So unless you can actually create, then you will never know. So if I were you, if there's really something that you want to do, just do it now, because you know what? You will never run out of ideas anyway. So just keep on doing it. Yes, on that note, let's actually do our bottom lash line. So what I'm actually gonna do first is let's actually use this color right here, which is kind of like the medium brown. And then we're going to connect that right on the bottom lash line from the dark color, like the black color, going towards the inner bottom lash line. So you're basically just doing little dashes. And then after that, let me actually just apply a little bit of this, how want to say this? Like a burnt terracotta shimmer. Let me actually put that right on top of that. And I'm also gonna go back and forth. Yes. So we can actually have a good balance right on top. And don't worry about that, because we were gonna be cleaning that anyway. But now let's go on the sixth part of being bold. Rest and sleep when you can, because in order for you to have new ideas, you need to recharge too. So, rest and sleep, I guarantee you, your mind will be as sharp and clear as crystal. Yes! Because you know what? No matter how good you are at what you do, all of us, we're just humans. We need sleep. On that note, let me actually just clean this bottom part. Let me actually get some eye cream. And then you're just gonna get your Q-tip. So, after that, we're going to just like blend it in right here and clean it up. And you're kind of like going to connect your angle going up like that. Yes. See that? So that's actually how you're going to do something that's has a good clean edge, and then after that, you basically just like clean it with your fingers right above. Look at that, yes! So now let's go on the seventh part, which is your time will come. Yes, your success will come, but make sure to plant your seeds and water it every day. Exactly, because nothing actually grows overnight. You know, we need to like water our seeds. We need to make sure that we actually give it time. And the more that you actually water it, the more that you actually pay attention to something, I guarantee you, someday your dreams and your plans will come into fruition. Yes. On that note, in order for this to be crispy, let's actually use some concealer or your foundation. You can actually use your beauty blender or your makeup brush. And then after that, you're basically going to just like tap it in order for it to really be clean. Exactly. And then after that, let's actually use our dark color, like going back to the black color right here. And then you're gonna use like a smaller brush, and then you're going to connect it right on the outer lash line going towards the inner. Now you can actually see how everything is marrying through. Yes. So now the eighth part is of being bold is making the most of your resources today, which is now. Today is a gift. Today is guaranteed. Today is your moment. Let's always focus on the present, because you know what? This is actually what's sure, and this is actually the time to do things. Yes. On that note, let me actually blend a little bit of this yellow color right here, as well as this rose gold right here. And let me actually just put that right on the upper crease, going towards the inner crease. Let's actually put more, yes, of those two things. Then let's actually just put it right here as well. And you know what? Let's actually go back a little bit on the blue color right here. And let's actually blend a little bit of that towards the actual crease. And then let's get a little bit of the green. And then we're gonna connect that from the inner crease towards the middle crease. Yes. And now the ninth thing is on being bold is celebrate your life. Yes. So don't forget that being bold is not all about work. You need to have some fun too. Yes. Cheers, my friend. Yes, because after all, I mean, you know what? We need to celebrate as well. Life is too short not to celebrate. So work hard and play hard, as they say. On that note, let me actually just add the black eyeliner right on our inner bottom lash line. And then we're just going to do little dashes. Hello, oh my gosh, my neighbor upstairs. Oh my god, is he working out or something? So let me actually like use my brush and just smudge that right on the lower lash line, just so that it could actually marry through with the eyeshadow. And then after that, let me actually just add a little bit more of our black shadow right here using the same brush. And we're just going to do little dashes again just to smoke it out even more. And then if you want, you can also use your other blending brush, which is, or no, your other smudge brush. And let's just get a little bit more of the dark terracotta as well as the brown. And just add a little bit more as well right in the bottom. Yes, look at that. On that note, before I give you my final thoughts about this eyeshadow palette of Be Bold, as well as our topic today, let me just finish this with some little liner, some lashes, and do the other eye and lips, and I'll tell you my overall thoughts. I'll be back. And here's your final look, yes, for our Aesthetica Be Bold eyeshadow palette. So my overall thoughts on this eyeshadow palette, well, it performed really well overall. The only time that it did not perform well was when I used my fingers right on the gold eyeshadow. But with the brushes, it worked well. And look, the final outlook is really great. Yeah, so now our overall thoughts on our topic, Be Bold. Well, pretty much it's very simple. Be bold, be brave, and live your best life. And if there are days that you don't feel good, that's okay, but always remember that once you wake up the next day, it's an opportunity for you to be bold. Yes! So there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, hope that you can support it by giving it a thumbs up. And also, if you're into a channel that celebrates makeup, celebrates life, celebrates everything that's beautiful, including you. And of course, lately, I love doing a lot of eye makeup tutorials. Hope you can consider subscribing as well. Again, my name is Alicat Castle, telling you and reminding you that you are beautiful just the way you are, with or without makeup. Yes, be bold, be beautiful. I love you. Mabuhay!